season. Stand down until you come up. Good rising, family. Good rising. Black Feniks checking in. I wanted to talk to you this morning about hogging on. You know what I mean? Just being, what it really means to get your hog on. When we go through these different seasons and you go through different changes, you tend to think about like the reality of surviving and what it takes to actually get over to the next level with anything that you're facing. If it's trying to pass a school test, trying to score a point, build a business, start a career, creating something, you have to hustle over grounded obstacles. And we have to pay homage to those who were before us. See, the organic meaning of HogOn is to actually honor our generation, honor our nation. Those who were before us, who built things, those who left examples for us to follow. We have to pay respect, and I think that's something that this generation tends to forget. We have to be humble, and we have to pay respect to our elders. Like, even if you don't agree with everything that they say, you still have to pay respect. Because we realize that history has taught us that in order for us to get to the promised land, some old ideas have to die off. But you still have to hold on in every season. Meaning that no matter what you're going through, no matter if it's someone that's trying to complete your growth, you still have to maintain who you are. That's an old scripture that says to be instant in season and out of season. So, that taught me how to stay ready. So that way I won't have to get ready. I like to tell people that all the time. I had a few people ask me, say, man, every time, man, you hit me, man, you be like, man, you been sitting. I said, hey, bro, I stay ready. Like, I keep certain things in position, so when I get a call or if something falls in place, I can instantly, show some actions on it and, start to initiate the process, and I don't have to start putting things together. They're like, oh, man, you was quick. And I was already ready. I'm already building a team, you know what I'm saying? So I think that we have to stay down, family, until we come up. Like, when you're going through those hardships, like, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant to go through something that's going to cause you pain, tears, physical damage, at times, depends on what you're going through. But if you will be consistent and just remember why you're doing it, or even though certain things happen, sometimes things happen in life where you didn't do anything to cause these certain things to happen. And you can allow that to discourage you and be like, man, this happened, so I'm done. Or you can be like, well, this happened, so I'm going to use it to build me up in this area. And I think that's how you really get your hog on in every season and staying down, because regardless of what you go through, regardless of what we go through, we can't allow life to break us, man. There's so much going on right now, family. Like, there's so much deception within family, within religion, within politics, within school districts, like, you name it. If it's a facility or a foundation or a community of people right now, it seems like it's just turmoil everywhere, and we have to find our peace, family, and I've been looking at this here lately, like, getting the opportunity to see my son and my daughter, like, this weekend for spring break, or this week for spring break. And it was something that was just going to always be remembered with them and with me, because we was able to bond in a way that we never had before. And sometimes, we'll lose time with loved ones, with family, and we'll try to say, man, I want to do something to make this time up, but we can't make the time up, family. We can step in. And I think that when you just allow things to flow naturally and just be there, like, just be consistent, so whenever that time comes, you ready, and that's what this weekend felt like. What this week felt like to me, you know, having my kids, like all the stuff I went through, all the traveling, all the sacrifices, all the money spent, all the frustration, all the tears, all the, you know, everything, the prison time, you know, it was like everything molded me and prepared me for this moment, for this weekend, for this week, to be able to plant some seeds in them, talk to them, see them, you know, it was just humbling. And it let me know that it was times where I was literally going to say, forget it, throw in the towel. But I think that those are moments where we have to literally just keep standing. You know, there's an old scripture also that says, when you have done your all, keep standing, stand. You know, and that's one of the hardest things to do. Like, standing, man, standing in the midst of the turmoil in your life, the chaos, you know what I'm saying? You know, especially when you know it's something that you need to do with God, give you a purpose. And you have a vision, and you trying to do something that seems like everybody is teaching. And there's going to be times like that that I don't feel like that's when you throw in the towel. I really don't feel like we should ever throw in the towel. But I feel like you should feel like throwing in the towel. I mean, like that's part of it. You know what I mean? Feel that way. You know, Jonah. God asked Jonah to go and talk to the people. He knew God was a gracious God, so he was like, well, I'm not going to go over here. He ain't going to do nothing but forgive him and just waste my time. I'm going to go over here. He went and did his own thing. A situation happened. He was swallowed. You know, he was swallowed in a situation that was bigger than him. I'm going to call it the way. I'm going to call my situation free. We stay in those situations sometimes until we grow. Until we humble enough to say, you know what? Alright, you win. I'm going to do what you want me to do. And he did it. You know, and even when he did it, he still got it. You know, he was like, man, I know I was going to do this and you was going to do this. And then, you know, it's not, see, sometimes, I feel like sometimes we want God to be like Moses. And I'm thankful that it's not. Because we can change with emotions. We can change with the seasons. You know what I'm saying? So people change. And I'm just thankful that God is always consistent. That he said that I am, that I never change. You know, and the good thing about that to me is that regardless of us experiencing what we experience, we know we flawed, but we know that at the end of the day, our energy, good energy, never expires. The more I learn now, the more, you know, I realize that we have to do something with the positive energy. We have to do something with the life God gives us. And we know it's going to come negative energy. It's always day and night. But we have to also realize that the sun shines. And we also have to be conscious to know that there's more water than there is land. It just means that you're going to have to walk over some things. You're going to have to walk on the water, so to speak. There's going to be some times where it might be sticky, it might be difficult for you. You know, that's how we call on and see it. You know, still do it. It might not look right. It might be a bit of my family life. When I started doing that time, like I remember, like it was yesterday. I got that time card and it said I had to do 10 years or something. And I'm looking at this time card, like it was just unreal. I'm like, unreal. And I remember sitting there thinking how old I was. Being 16 years old. Saying, you know, I'm not going to get out. So at that time, it was saying 27. And I was like, dang. You know what I mean? And all I could think about is try to find the peace in it. Like, well, at least I'm going to be still young. I'm going to have the opportunity to do something. So I couldn't allow that time to just run the back. And the only reason I'm saying is because I know some brothers are still for time. And some of them don't want to take advantage of the opportunities you have because you want to be given some opportunities, especially in certain states. Every state is different, I understand that. But in Arkansas, they actually provide some things in prison where an inmate can actually come out on a better standpoint. One love, family, one love. Thanks for checking in. Well, my inmate can actually come out with a better standpoint. So I was able to get a GED. I was able to go to OTEC and get certified in combination welding. I was able to college and get small business and everything. I say a certificate, I won't say it's a degree, even though I had to be like a degree or something, but it was the information though that was more precious to me than anything. So, but I was concerned with though, and I got people that I know do time to get out. They didn't do anything while they were in that other time. So when you get out here and you try to figure it out, it's gonna be harder out here. You really gonna get distracted out here because you got women, you got drugs, you got jewelry, clothes, cars, and other drugs, and other gods you can start worshiping. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not rooted in there, man, it's gonna be hard for you to get out here and really make a difference. And that's why some of my cousins, friends, associates, they even said, man, so you did all that time, bro. You got out like you never left. You got out and started doing things. You doing more things with people that ain't never went out there and had all this opportunity. You got out and sucked up the opportunity and took advantage of the time you had. And it feels good to hear someone say that, but I know the truth though. I was working. You would see me. I was doing time, but I was still working. You see what I'm saying? I was still progressing, educating myself, reading, studying, growing, praying. You know what I mean? Taking my mind outside of the cage. And I think even now when I say like my slogan, which is your imagination is your limitation, that's what I had to use in prison. Like my imagination had to set me free. Like I had to imagine myself doing it and doing it and doing it. That's something different than what I was at that particular time. Even how I seen myself, I used to look at that and that stainless steel mirror that we had in the cell, And I used to imagine, like I imagined myself with this, to be honest with you. I imagined myself with my beard. I'm like, man, I'm going to grow my beard. Now, take into consideration that I did not know it was going to grow like this because I went in as a juvenile, you know what I mean? So I didn't have no hair. So by the time it started coming in, I had a little mustache, but I didn't have no hair back here, all here. I had a little mustache, that's it, you know what I mean? But I remember saying, man, I'm gonna grow my beard because, I came up with wanting to do this just to make myself look unique, when I get out and do something different. And I remember my guy said, man, how you know it's gonna do that? I said, I don't know, but I know it's how I want it, So sometimes, I realize that we can't speak things into the universe. Like we can speak a whole new life, peace and happiness into the universe. We have to be in tune with ourselves like that because I literally said that, and I wrote down a list of family, and I told my daughter to do this, my daughter that's 15 was talking. I told her, I said, right now, everything you feel, like how you feel, about life, about certain people, about what you want to do in your life right now. Because right now you're going through all these emotions, you're growing, 15, she's intelligent. I'm like, why all these things now? 10 years later, I want to go back. Put it somewhere good. Dial at home. Put it somewhere, get back to it. Trust it. Go somewhere. And I said, go back to it. Read it. I found out I hate to read it. I advise you to do that, especially when you're young, especially when you're trying to grow. And even now, like, when you get, you're in your 30s now, I want 10 years from now what I want it to look like. I got a goal for my 50s because, for my 50th birthday, I feel like if I'm blessed to see it, that, I know at my 50, all my kids will be wrong, like completely wrong. I have them a pride, salute. I know my kids will be wrong. And I won't have to deal with no, outside drama, different things, right? Different things to me. I look forward to that. Actually, let me see. 42 now. My son is 11 this year in July. I'll be 42 Tuesday. So 7 years. Yep, 49. So pretty much 49. All of my kids will be gone. So I'm just saying 50. So my 50th birthday, I want to do something big with my family. Like, sometimes, we get caught up, oh, I want to do this. I want to enjoy life this way, but you know what? I want to do things for my granddad, for my kids. Like, I want to go on trips and take them with, let them experience that type of thing. Us do it as a family, you know what I mean? And then we can have it where we can actually do things that's the grown age, but they're grown now. Hey, well, this is grown. You know what I'm saying? Let's be the kids at home, get a babysitter, let's go out and have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to do. I want to enjoy them, educate them, build businesses with them, the value of life, to share my experiences with them, talk to them. It's about realistic things. A lot of times, we don't want to talk to our kids about certain things. We feel like they ain't ready for it. Family, we got to wake up, family. Look at life right now. How can we say our kids ain't ready for something like the media, the TV, the radio, the music, the school, the classmate, everybody is influencing them. So you need to influence them before the world. So you need to talk to them because they already know. They already hearing the language. They already know what's going on. So we have to teach them now, so that way they can hold on through every season. And not let certain things bother them. That's why I love my daughter. She was telling me, she said, Daddy, now when I get mad and I really want to do certain things, I literally say to myself what I feel about this thing. It just matters. That's what she told me. She said, no, it ain't gonna matter. And I let it go. You know what I mean? And that was so cool to hear her say that, because that's what we have to do. Like, I wish I would have knew that. So our children is more advanced than we were at those ages, 15 years old, 10 years old, because they are able to get more information than we were able to. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have the world in our hands like this. Like, the world is, we didn't go to the world. Just, where you want to go? You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that, but now we do. So we got the opportunity where we could actually really help and change things. You know what I mean? So I love the fact that people hit me up now and be like, man, I'm getting my haul on. And, it inspires me because it just means they are hustling over the ground and obstacles now. You know what I mean? Whatever they go through, they maintain it. They survive it. Yeah, they went through it, but they didn't let it go through them. They went through it. You know what I'm saying? So it all matters what happens on the other side. But like I say, this morning I'm up, just thinking, resting. I'm not even gonna lie to you how tired I am. Mentally, physically, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to travel and take the kids, leave the kids, driving the car, leave the car, drop it off there, leave it there, going to Fort Smith, turn around, coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been real, family. You know what I'm saying? So, I have to just count my blessings. And I told, my kids, I said, man, y'all got to remember, the sacrifices of the things I do. Not that I want, not that I'm boasting, but I want them to remember that I love. You know what I mean? That the average, father wouldn't do that things that I do. I heard, even her mother was like, nah, I don't know. Ain't too many, man. It's a drive from Phoenix to Arizona to Arkansas to pick up their kids and every summer. You know what I'm saying? And not just picking them up in one location. You got to go one city, drive 3-4 hours, pick up the other one, turn around, come back, and come back home. You know what I mean? Like, sacrifices. Sacrifices you have to make things for the father. But, it's things that I learned from watching fathers. Literally, family. I can literally say that, I had a dad, but I didn't have a father. I didn't have a dad. I had someone that got me pretty hard. To this day, I'm thankful I'm humble now because I realized that God had a purpose for me, has a purpose for me. But it wasn't for my dad to raise me. It was for him to bring me. It was for him to get me. But it wasn't for him to teach me. I had to go do some other teaching because it was some things that I had to learn that he couldn't teach me. You see what I'm saying? And I understand it now because today, things that I know didn't come from him. And I'm humble to still have it because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't exist. So I can't be like, oh, I don't need, like they like that, but I understand his position too. So I'm not mad, like I used to be. I even wrote a song called "I Hated It," and it was basically past tense hated because I realized when you hate something anyway, you can become that person. You can become what you hate. And then what happened? You start hating yourself. You hate them. That's what you don't like. You become them, so now you hate you. You say, man, you don't want to be in that situation. You don't want to be in that type of conflict and that type of bitterness. That type of stuff bothers you physically and spiritually. It just mess you up. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know how long we got here. So, however long we got while we're here, at least let's enjoy it. At least let's, make the best of it. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be just say, oh man, I want to live 100 years. I can't say that I really want to live 100 years. You know what I mean? I just want to live as long as I can and do what it's meant for me to do and then move on to whatever it's meant for me to do also. Salute. Thank you everybody for checking in. Is it? I don't know what's up, man, but it don't just look like that way. But I've been having problems with this camera, but I'm about to upgrade soon though. So bear with me. I'm about to get another camera, another phone, so we can be able to fix this. I don't know why it's doing that other but I will be getting another one soon. I don't know what this is. Yeah, forgive me for that. Like I said, I don't know why it's doing that. I really don't. But I am about to upgrade this edition. I think it really dropped you the time. To be honest with you, I think I dropped it the time. But like I said, I just want to come in. Okay. Yeah, I think it's the, you know what? Now that I think of it, it might have been that because I had it still charged and sitting in the charger. Sometimes when they got that charger in it, it can do that, man. Yeah, that's what it was, wasn't it? It was that charger because it was still charging, and maybe it was sending some type of frequency or something through there that making it fuzz up like that. Appreciate it. Thanks for telling me that, man. I appreciate that. You know what? That's something else I want to say. We have to be humble and pay attention to constructive criticism, like criticism period, really, because sometimes you have people that just do things out of hate, just hate, but you should be able to sense a hater versus someone that's I'm trying to improve what you do. If you do this, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think we got to be to that point, man, where we really can accept that from someone and also ask it, man. I was talking to a classmate the other day, and we was talking about having pride. Pride goes before destruction, family. And as man, we tend to have pride, not wanting to apologize. And I'm not going to saying I'm sorry because I don't want you to say you're sorry. To me, words are powerful. I don't want you to say, oh, I'm sorry, because you're not sorry. But to apologize for your misfortunes to someone, I think is very healing to you and to them. And the more you do it, family, the easier it will be to do it. Like, I remember when I first had to, really just say, man, I messed up. I had to apologize, to my parents, to my grandfather before he passed. And I remember on visitation, boy, it took everything out of me. And I even cried talking to him, and he just looked at me and said, I understand. It's okay. I know you're going to use this and do something. And he never got a chance to see me get free, but he knew that, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. I understand, but we here for you. You know what I mean? So I think that letting that pride go You know, there's nothing wrong with being proud, proud to be who you are, proud to be a survivor, proud to be your color or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. But having pride, though, you know, it can tends to, it can blind the focus. It can make you have biased judgment. It can be, you know, it can make you belittle people you shouldn't be belittling. You know what I mean? So, and it can also be some people that's very close. In this day and age, family, we don't know how long we got. And if you got 2, 3, 4, 5 loved ones, especially loved ones that your blood and y'all like tight, man, you don't know how blessed you are. So you don't want to damage those type of relationships, you know. And it goes back to what I learned before I, you know, got released from prison, on how the guy was like, a job is like a basketball. Your career, a business, all of that, job, career, business, it's a basketball. You can bounce it, keep going. You can get another one, take it to another stage. You can do all type of stuff. But your spirituality, your friends, your family, that's like a glass ball. You got to protect those, because if you drop it, it'll still be a ball, but now it got a crack in it, or it got a piece missing, or it got a shadow or a dent in it, or it got a little blemish. And every time you touch it, you remember of how that happened, or how this blemish came. You see what I'm saying? So we have to protect that family. Like, we have to protect our loved ones, those that we really love, our friends, those that we really have in our corner. You know what I mean? Because life is valuable, and you know, and I believe in experiencing heaven on earth. You know, people say, man, you know, you going through it once I get to heaven. Nah, I believe that we should have heaven here. Just like I believe you're gonna experience hell here, especially if you give it. It's gonna be karma is gonna return before you leave. You're not just gonna get it once you're gone. Nah, it's he gonna get it when he's gone. Nah, he gonna get it before he's gone. You know what I'm saying? If he gave it like that. So I believe I can experience a good life. We can experience a good life while we're here. Like, I don't have to wait to die. But I do have to grow up and die to certain things that was keeping me from living my best life. You know what I mean? Being ignorant, not knowing, having, you know, some type of malice in your heart towards somebody, or somebody who might have hurt you. And you might be, you know, have a righteous way of saying, man, I hate this person, but you know, you don't want to hate nobody. Even though what they did was messed up, hating them is going to mess you up. So that's why forgiveness is so powerful, because it actually heals both of you. And even if it doesn't heal that person, it still heals you and gives you the ability to move on, even if they can't move on. So I think that it's important that we would embrace that, embrace forgiveness, embrace asking for, apologizing to, you know, those we have wronged, especially our friends, our loved ones. You know, we want to keep, man. It's so valuable now. Life is so precious, man. Anyone you got that's a friend, anyone you got that's a loved one, you want to keep them close, family. I don't care what's going on. You know, you want to keep your friends close, because we don't have many. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, you know, when I go live or you see me, you don't see me with a lot of people. I really don't have a lot of people. I had one of my classmates see my Facebook page and said, man, you know, on your page, I see we got 3 mutual friends. Normally, when you're from a town or from a city, especially from a small place, you at least gonna have 100, 200, 300, probably mutual friends, cousins, family, this person, that person. You know, they friends. Like, you got 3 people. I don't mess with a lot of people, family. You know what I mean? I just don't like messing with a lot of people, because I know having a lot of ties can be deception, can cause a lot of, you know, BS. I like to be real with those I'm real with. Now, I speak and wave, you know, like the country folks do. I wave and speak to everybody, even someone that I know I don't talk to, you know, and they know. But when I see them, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm country enough to speak to you. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, I don't hold no hatred in my heart, so to speak. So even if whatever it is, I'm not gonna let you keep me from smiling. If I see you every time and I got a bug on my face, that's taking life from me. That's like giving me wrinkles. I'm trying to stay young. You know what I'm saying? I want to smile. You know what I mean? I'm lazy. I want to smile and look good. I ain't got time to be stressing and worrying and hating somebody. You know what I mean? I want to allow life to be life, man. But I think that we have to pay homage, and we have to apologize for my wrongs to those we have wronged. You know what I mean? It is what it is, family. You know, and we grow. and we grow and we learn, and you 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be who you was 10 years ago. You're going to change. Like, you're going to evolve into someone else. And when you evolve into that someone else, just be realistic with yourself. Be realistic with the people you around, because you might have to identify this new change. Without being rude. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to talk this morning briefly about HogOn. Hogging in every season. How important it is just to stay down until you come up. Stay consistent on what you want, regardless of what's going on around you. Just stay consistent, because eventually everything gonna come to pass. But you're gonna have to do some work, family. You gotta do some work. So sometimes, we think that you just go outside and the garden is there. Nah, somebody was out there tilling the field, planting seeds, watering, doing all these things, and then you see the harvest. So we have to put in the work, family, to see the harvest. Let me say that again. You have to put in the work to see the harvest. You have to put it in, man. We have to get a hog on. We have to hustle over grounded obstacles naturally to be able to get the benefit of surviving. So just wanted to say, y'all be blessed this weekend. Hopefully I have a couple things to do. Going over my aunt's house. Hopefully we'll be situating some more of the things in there, getting rid of, working on some renovations in there, getting everything out so we can actually see what we got. So hopefully within the next few days, we'll be on top of that. And I'll be giving some updates on that. Like, I really enjoyed the opportunity of helping my aunt because of the value, knowing that we got an opportunity to really build some wealth and be able to pass it down generation to generation to generation. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. People laughed at the Egyptians at first when they said they were going to be immortal, because we all die. We know we die. But isn't it ironic that to this day, people are still studying them? People are still digging them up. Grave robbers, what they say if you do over here in America, you go to jail. They're over there digging up folks' graves, taking jewelry out, putting it in their museum, saying, ooh, this is so-and-so. Just life. It's just facts, family. But they're still finding out things. The Egyptians, our people, our culture is still living to be remembered. They've been gone hundreds of thousands of years and they still being remembered. So you got to think about those things, to be able to be gone for hundreds of years and be able to still be studied. And to me, that's why I say live to be remembered. That's why I get my hog on, because I want to affect as many people as I can while I'm here, with my movement, with what I survived, with something I said, or whatever the situation might be. I want to be remembered that way, because I don't want to go in the ground. Like, my body isn't going in the ground. I'm gonna get cremated, so I'm not going in the ground, family. So I don't want to have a funeral. Whenever my time comes, we're not gonna have no funeral. It's gonna be a celebration, family. You know what I mean? I'm not getting put in the ground. You're gonna burn me, and just remember and keep it moving. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to do the typical way of doing things. You know what I mean? Because I know that everything is going to be hit a reset button anyway. So I'm not going to buy into the system on getting somebody else rich. They want you to pay to live, and they want you to pay to die. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather for my family to enjoy that wealth and do something else with it. I'm gone. You know what I mean? It's okay. You know what I mean? So I know that the great wealth is what I left behind, the lives I touched, the people I changed. You know what I mean? So I'm in that standpoint now. And I'm in my hometown right now. There's a few things I'm trying to do, working on with the shipping containers conversion. So, I got some big goals. And the only way I'm gonna accomplish these things is by hustling over grounded obstacles naturally, because family, I've been hitting some obstacles, but I'm still knocking on the door, because I know everything gonna be all right. I know it's gonna work out. I'm just patient, and I'm gonna be consistent. And because, like my aunt said, watch God work. You know what I mean? So sometimes you have to realize that when He puts something in you, when there's something in you, and you really want to manifest that, you want to have it manifest, it's going to, as long as you stay consistent, as long as you keep keep at it. As long as you stay down until you come up. You know what I mean? So some people don't want to stay down. Some people don't want to go through those hard times. And I get it because it's not pleasant. It ain't something you want to post and talk about. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't want to have everybody in your business. You going through something. Oh, don't put your business out there, man. That's your business. You know, whatever it is, it's your business. You know, I understand people get mad and reveal certain things on social media now that they shouldn't reveal. And some things should be because it helps someone that may be going through something see it as a encouragement, as a inspiration to what they're going through to help them know that they can survive. But I think it's enough negative energy out here now. So we need to try to speak some life into the universe, into the life of people that we're dealing with, and also it comes back. It comes back to you. So this morning I just want to say salute. Hope everybody be blessed and prosperous. Like I say, I'm in my mom's house right now. I love, even though it's my house, people's like, man, that's your house, man. Why you keep saying it's still my mom's house? My mom died and left me this house, and she actually passed in this house. So it's more like a shrine to me. It's more like a tomb. It's more. I feel like she's here more than where she's buried at. You know what I mean? So in my personal opinion, I believe that it's hers. She left it to me. And like I tell my kids, something happened to me, it'll be passed down to y'all, and we're gonna have hopefully other property that you can have. But this place is very valuable because my mom pretty much sacrificed a whole lot for us to have some stability here, us to have some place to go. And my mom housed a lot of people, not just her kids, but other cousins and family members. Everybody used to like coming over to my mom's house. So, it's special, you know what I mean? And then this year, well, next month, we're having our first annual family reunion starting over here at my mom's house. And then hopefully get bigger, go different places and do different things. But we're just going to have a get together to hang out, allow our kids to meet one another. And it was just a blessing to, get everything to a point where I can actually have some people over and we can relax and do some things. So got a lot on my plate, got a lot to do. So I'm gonna be working on some things, getting that prepared. Still got a couple things still do at the crib, but I've been taking my time because I did so much. And you do so much, man, you can burn yourself out, family. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like, especially alone trying to get it in, you know what I mean? So now it's to a point where I can kind of kick back and relax some. So that's what I'm gonna do, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to talk to you about HogOn, hogging through every season, staying down until you come up because it's very important, family. Like, it's very important. It's not, it's one thing to say it's just a movement. Oh, man, it's just a logo, man. You can just go get it, just go shop. Nah, it's more than that, It's more than that. It's a legacy, not only just for me, but for those who had actually overcome something, those who had survived something. So, I think it's a blessing now that a person can go to Amazon. I remember my cousin just found out. It was so funny. She was like, man, your stuff on Prime? I said, yeah. She's like, oh, cuz I got to mess with you. She sent me a picture showing me that she already got her shirt in. She said, man, Prime don't play. Sometimes I think that when you're grinding and you're putting certain things in position, certain people don't see it. It ain't that I think that they don't want to support what you're doing. Sometimes you can be doing so much and that certain things can miss. And, and once you get an opportunity to come back up again, they're like, oh man, you been, and then they come back around. But I believe that everything happened for a reason, even though I don't understand it all the time. I'm humbled to know that, the righteousness, I would surely see what, the lesson and the blessing was from the situation. So this morning, like I say, I'm just humbled to be alive, to be about to turn 42 in a couple days. Wow, the 29th, family. I'm going to be 42 on the 29th. I'm humbled because I still can't even believe it. Like, I'm still remembering, like, I still think of people telling me, saying, that boy ain't going to live to see 18. He going to this and this. You know how you got the negative, he ain't going to amount to nothing, and some of the same people said I wasn't going to amount to nothing, or kids or whatever, are on left field, you know what I mean? But I don't compare myself to that. I don't compare my my growth to them. You know what I mean? I'm just thankful that I can remind myself that I survived, and I want them to know I survived. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm still here though. I'm still rocking. I'm still pushing, and I'm going to let it be remembered because I'm going to not only just invest in me. I believe investing in the youth. I believe investing in others, and I think that right there gonna make the difference. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep getting my hog on, just like you should. Be blessed. Enjoy your day. Hog on.